I'm going to go over my crypto trading plan for 2022. Yesterday I did my stock trading plan. So if you didn't see that video, after you're done watching this one, go check that one out. I got a really solid strategy for making money in the stock market. But today's all about crypto. And at the very end of this video, I'm going to do a technical analysis on the Shiba currency, SHIB USD, on how I think that we should trade that, and my overall plan on how I'm going to trade crypto for the entire year. So let's go ahead and get into it. So my first theory is the dollar is dead right now. Crypto's here for good, and actually I over-exaggerated there. The dollar's not dead, but it's dying. And I don't just mean the dollar, I mean fiat currency. There were more dollars printed in the last 2 years than all of the 50 years before that. It's just been insane. The supply has exploded, and the dollar and the Fed only have a few tricks, and it's not just the dollar. Like I said, it's all central banks. They can only taper, they can increase, they can decrease. That's all they can do. They got a few tricks. They're very limited, and they've been doing it for a long time, and I think they've pretty much played out what they're capable of. However, crypto's new. It's innovated. It's got a market cap of $909 billion. It was created in 2009. Adoption is rapidly expanding. New coins and new people are finding real ways to use them as never before. I mean, they are super popular. The innovation, it's just the new thing. You know, it's what people are doing, and it is the future. You know, crypto is the future. So if you're wanting to get into something early, crypto's not super early. I mean, we've been doing this since 2009, but it's starting to really get momentum. Time to jump onto the bandwagon before you get left behind. And so another thing about crypto is that supply is really limited, where dollar is unlimited and being abused. And, you know, this isn't a political commentary, but it's just the government hasn't made a lot of good decisions recently with the dollar. You know, the smartest and the brightest minds are working to expand and create in the crypto world. It's attracting major talent. The people that want to do something, it's like Silicon Valley. It's like the startup world. People are attracted to this because they can see that they're making a difference and that it's the future. It's really powerful. The crypto market has a total market cap of $3 trillion USD. Not bad for a brand new market. And yes, the US dollar is the reserve currency, and it'll be like that for many time, mainly because there's no other good solutions out there. But it is declining, as is all fiat currency, because they're all in trouble. And let's take a look at this chart here, which shows a debt to GDP ratio. And I got this from Contusa Research. And you can see that the United States debt ratio in 2019 was over 100%, which meant that they had a pretty big debt to GDP ratio. Now, if we go to 2020, you can see it's about 130%. So just in 1 year, there was some massive debt growth, and the production was just down, right? And you can see that this is a trend across the board, more debt. Look, every country, more debt, more debt, more debt to GDP, more debt to GDP, more debt to GDP, more debt to GDP. Now, I honestly don't think you have to be a professor. Well, maybe I'm not going to talk about professors, but you don't really have to be able to be all that smart to see the writing on the wall here. The debt is not a good thing, right? So what should we do? Well, that's my plan. I believe I'm going to get into crypto. Yeah, crypto's pretty cool. I mean, look at this chart. This is market cap since 2017. Little tiny, these are in billions. I got this from Statista. Just check it out. We had a really sweet peak up here. And then look at last year, right? Does that kind of ring a bell here? Does that seem like a coincidence when we see the GDP numbers and the debt and the printing, and now all of a sudden look at this rapid growth in crypto? We had a pretty big decline, but then a static move right back up. So again, this is what is happening now, and this is what we're looking for with crypto, and that's why I'm getting in, is I can look at this as massive growth, and we're just getting started. Crypto. So here's a nice little meme. If you're a meme guy, which I'm a huge meme guy, well, I'm learning to be a meme guy because I'm kind of older, but inflation. silently robbing you of purchasing power since 1913. And this is really funny. Actually, it's funny. It's one of those funny but true. If you look at this shopping cart here, the 1929 one, I think it would probably be like 3 shopping carts. 20 bucks would get you a lot. And 2014, this is a little bit old, but you know, if we did this in 2021, I mean, you're talking like I got 9 kids, right? And I went to the grocery store the other night, and it's like you get a bottle of laundry detergent is $14. And then I just bought 2 pounds of beef. Last night, I went and I bought 2 pounds of beef for dinner. It was $12, right? So you can get literally, I can't even get a bottle of laundry detergent and enough hamburger to feed my family for 20 bucks. That's 2 items. I'm walking out of the store with just 2 items. It's crazy, right? Now let's look at Bitcoin on the other hand. It was trading around a few bucks here in 2012 and 2014. And now if we go to 2021, I mean, it's pretty hilarious. 2021 is like one Bitcoin is gonna buy you a house, right? One Bitcoin is gonna buy you a new car. Okay, so I think we can see the trend here. The dollar is doing this, right? The dollar is doing this, whereas Bitcoin is doing this. And I'm not just talking about Bitcoin, I'm talking about crypto, right? Bitcoin is the leader right now, but there's some really good ones like Bitcoin. ETH is really solid, really strong. A lot of people think ETH could surpass Bitcoin. So you want to be looking at Bitcoin, you want to be looking at ETH. You also want to be looking at the altcoins, which is some of the newer and upcoming coins. So here's how I'm going to be playing it. I'm going to be accumulating a lot of crypto. I'm going to be taking all of my earnings that I'm getting from my stock trading and my currency trading, and even in my business and from my own paycheck. Everything that I get extra is going into crypto. I'm just throwing it all into crypto. I'm trying to build as much crypto assets as I possibly can. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using Nexo to hold my tokens. Right? I'm also going to be using Coinbase to hold my token. Nexo is pretty interesting because it has a limited amount of tokens, but you can earn up to 20% on your Nexo because Nexo allows you to collect interest, but they don't have all the coins. Coinbase has a better selection of coins. They have a lot of altcoins, whereas Nexo doesn't, but ETH can get you some more interest. I've got a description link in the below. You can get $25 of crypto if you open an account with Nexo. I'm also going to be using Coinbase Pro to day trade. I'm going to be using Coinbase Pro to day trade, and I'm going to go over my strategy here at the end of this video as well for how I'm going to be day trading. So here you go, Nexo. You can see Nexo. You can earn up to 20%. It's amazing. That's again what I was talking about at the beginning of the video. The innovation of these young people that are in the crypto world is blowing my mind. These young, smart people are doing so many good things with crypto. Nexo is a company. The guys are just so smart there, and I really like being on their platform. They give you interest. I mean, not only is the crypto going up, but you're making interest on it. That's just unheard of. You're not seeing it anywhere else. It's just really great opportunity. So I'm going to be accumulating these: Bitcoin, ETH, and various altcoins. SHIB, Matic, ADA. These are some of the coins I'm looking at. They had great returns over the last year. And you know, one of the reasons I like SHIB is because they started out where, you know, they're decentralized, which I'm not going to get into that on this video, but they started out with 4 quadrillion coins. They immediately got rid of half the supply, and so they're doing the exact opposite of Bitcoin and even the dollar. Instead of starting with a few and adding a bunch more, they started at max supply, and now they're decreasing supply. And they're decreasing supply, and they're also increasing the usage of it. They're finding new ways to use it with NFTs. They're finding new ways to use it with games. They're finding new ways to use it by adding different ways to run on the ETH network. And so they're doing a lot of cool stuff, and they're decreasing the supply. So right now they started out with 4 quadrillion, and it's super low, but as they 4 Qs, but as they build, they're going to keep eliminating coins. They're going to be eliminating coins. So the supply is going to get limited, and then the demand will go up. So just a limited supply by itself will not do anything. I've heard a lot of people say, well, they're burning coins, it's going to go up. That doesn't really matter, because if you burn, or if the supply of something that has no demand, then it's not going to go up. So they have to make it really useful and create a lot of demand and also decrease supply. The combo of those two things will probably cause it to go up. Supply and demand, not will probably, it's the law of supply and demand. It's a law, it has to work, right? And so I'm very excited about that. I'm going to do a technical analysis on it here. And so again, with the Nexo, there's a link in the description. If you're interested, you can get $25 of Bitcoin if you open an account using the referral link. All right, so now let's go on to the technical analysis of Shiba Inu. So here we go. We got SHIB here. Now, the cool thing about this SHIB is we had a massive gain. You can see we went from 0.00000007 all the way up to 0.00. We lost a zero, or how many zeros did we lose? We lost, yeah, there were 5 zeros. Wait, I can't see how many zeros is there. There was like 6 zeros, 5 or 6 zeros, and now we only have 4 zeros. So we lost 1 or 2 zeros. Okay, so that really is awesome. I mean, we're talking less than a penny, less than a tenth of a penny. It's like a thousandth of a penny right now. So you can buy a boatload of these. And you can see the price has gone down quite a bit from the top. We're talking October 28th, we had the peak. And then ever since then, we're in a downtrend. But overall, we're in an uptrend. So I want to just draw, using my technical analysis magic, my technical skills, and show you what I'm seeing. So the first thing that I want you to notice is that it is moving down, right? But this is what I call, this is the 200 period, this is what I call a bull flag. So it's a bull flag. Now, if you'll notice how bull flags work, I love trading bull flags. You find the move, and they call it a flag because you can see, let me draw like a little flagpole here. Okay, so they call it a bull flag because it's got this flagpole, and then it's like a pennant. You see that? A pennant, a bull flag, right? It's also a channel, a bullish channel, so which means it's a downward channel, but it's in an uptrend. So you can see we got the bullish channel, and it's in an uptrend. So what I like to see is a breakout of this channel. Now let me delete all the lines just to give you guys some understanding of what I'm looking at here. We actually had this breakout of here already, right? And so now we also have another bull channel, a bullish channel that goes this direction. Okay, we have a bullish channel that goes from here. See how I'm drawing this off the top, right? I drew that off the top. And then you draw this off the bottom, right? And we have a bull channel. So right now we broke this upward line, and we have a basing down here. It's headed lower right now. So I'm going to zoom up. This is a daily chart, and we're at the bottom down here. So I think that price is probably going to maybe go sideways. We've been going in this, see, we're in this range right now. We're in a really tight range. And I like to take my time on these because it's good to take your time on your analysis. Like I just camp here a little bit and draw different lines and really get a good understanding of what's happening. So right now, I think we could come back down here to 28. You know, if we draw another line here, I think we could come back down here, maybe even to 23, because what do we have? We've got the bottom of this support. We've got the bottom of this support. We got this trend line, this 200 period moving average. Right? We got all those different things. But right now, we're trending down. We're trending down. And so I expect it to keep moving until it bases here in this channel. It could base in here and then finally break up. It could come down. I don't know for sure if it'll come down here, but if it does, I'd actually be really excited about it because I want to be adding positions here. I've already been adding all the way down. I've been adding all the way down because this is really cheap. You know, you can buy $10 is like 200,000 coins. And as it goes down, you can get $300,000 coins as it goes lower. So it's an opportunity for the average person to get involved if it really takes off. As a matter of fact, if you buy yourself 100 million coins, which costs right now not a whole lot, about $1,000 and some dollars, $1,000 and some dollars will get you 100 million coins, and it can pop. No, maybe it's a little more than that, but it could pop. If it goes up to a penny, then you could have $1 million. Now, people say, well, it's impossible. It can't get to a penny. And I'm using that voice, like, it's impossible. It'll never. I saw a comment on Twitter. The guy said, it's impossible. It's simple math, right? And I would never make fun of someone like that in person. But when you see them leaving a comment on Twitter, you can go ahead and make fun of them because it's just funny. But no, it's actually not simple math, whoever you are that said that, because their idea as well, the market cap would have to be 23 trillion. Yes, that's true. But what they don't understand is that they're burning SHIB constantly. They're burning SHIB. They're burning SHIB. They're creating games to burn SHIB. So by the time it gets up to a penny, we don't know what the supply could possibly be, and the market cap will not be at 23 trillion. And plus, the market cap, you guys remember that slide I showed you? The market cap for cryptos is growing, and it's growing exponentially. So we want to be a part of that. All right, so back to the analysis here. It's broken below the moving averages. I think it's going to base out around here, but I'm going to delete some of these lines just to make it a little more clear. So yeah, I think we're going to hit this trend wall. I think we're going to come maybe down here, but then I'm expecting to get a bounce. And I really look for it once it breaks above 40. That's a solid break. And where could we go? Where could we go? So a couple spots just to look at. Number one is if we draw out this trend channel, you can see that price really can get up here. 1 point, there we lost a 0, 0.0001. That's 1 0 gone because we have 4 0. And so that's a huge move. That's an absolute beast move. If we have 100 million coins, that's somewhere around $12,000. So you're looking at probably 3-4xing your return on investment if it gets up to there. Let's draw a fib. I like to draw fibs to get to find out where targets are. So if we draw the retracement from high to low, and there's a couple really good targets for fibs, and my favorite one, get that out of the way, is this 161.8 right here, 161.8. So that's 1257, 0 gone. Another good one is 2.618. Those are great targets. And so in that case, we got 0.00018 as potential targets. And so, when we look at these channels like this, we might see price stay in that channel. We might see it just go right up here, 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 and we can draw that out a little bit. And then we go. But then it could do a parabolic, right? It could do a parabolic. And when it does a parabolic, that's always a really cool thing for people that are holding. For people that are shorting, it's not so cool. But a parabolic means that it breaks out of the top and then goes like that, right? And I see this a lot in the stock market. I love to take trades that break out of the top of these bullish channels. When it's been bullish for a long time and then it breaks out of the top and it goes parabolic, that's an awesome place to be. And it's a really good trade that you should be looking at. You should be looking at trying to find these trades. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And to give you my trading strategy, this is a daily chart, but what I'm going to be doing overall is I'm going to have a lot of my funds in my Coinbase Pro account, and I'm just going to be buying pullbacks. Anytime we get pullback, I'm going to be loading a position, and then I'm going to follow it, and I'm going to take profit out. So I'm going to be loading positions not just on SHIB, but on other cryptos. And then when I get a big move, I'm going to take some out. And I'm going to take them out, and I'm going to throw them in to my Nexo account, and I'm just going to be holding to try to collect interest and just to build my crypto portfolio, because the values of crypto are rapidly growing, whereas the value of the dollar is rapidly declining. And so it just makes a lot of sense to do that. And I want to just ask you a question. If you enjoyed this video in any way, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. And please leave a comment and let me know how you think about my thoughts. What do you think? If you think I'm like the guy who said, that is simple math. If you think I'm like that guy, just let me know. But I can take it. I'm a big boy. I can handle some things. I've been around a while. But I do want to get feedback to create the best videos for you. So if you did enjoy it, subscribe, like, leave a comment. I truly appreciate it. And 2022 is coming. I just want to wish every single person a great year. Have a wonderful 2022, and thank you so much.